All right, welcome back to Great Day at 9 on the Wax. We're going to get a quick check of your first alert forecast, which looks spectacular in just a minute.
That's some good news.
Good news.
But first, we do want to get you up to date on today's top stories. Last night, there was a massive procession of troopers, officers from other departments, and more first responders who escorted Trooper Pelletier's body to the office of the medical examiner in Farmington. Now, at some point today, Trooper Pelletier's body will be taken from the medical examiners to a funeral home. And once that happens, we're going to have it for you live on air, and also it'll be streaming on the WFSB app. Any new information that we get about the investigation into Trooper Pelletier's death will also be sent straight to your phone if you've signed up for those breaking news alerts. And if you haven't, now is certainly a good time to do so. Also, our team coverage continues now. Trooper Pelletier is being remembered by family, friends, and fellow first responders.
Yeah, the 9-year veteran of the state police left behind a wife and 2 young children. Channel 3's Olivia Schuler is live in Middletown at State Police Headquarters. Olivia, what's going on right now?
Well, Scott, it's very somber here at police headquarters in Middletown. Fortunately, we do know that that suspect in this case has been caught, but this investigation is far from over at this time. We want to walk you through the last 24 hours. Now, Connecticut State Police tell us that Trooper Pelletier responded to pulling over a driver on I-84 for not wearing a seatbelt. He was on duty working overtime on a high visibility enforcement grant as part of the Fatal Reduction Initiative. He got out of the cruiser to talk to the driver, and while doing so, he was hit by a red pickup truck. Connecticut State Police say preliminary information shows the right side wheels of the pickup were completely over the dividing line into the shoulder. The truck side swiped the police cruiser and then struck Trooper Pelletier in the shoulder. Now, the red pickup truck continued driving after striking Trooper Pelletier. State Police say the driver made it about 5 miles on 84. He pulled off the highway because his truck was too damaged to go on. Now, from there, the suspect ran into the woods. Police did find the driver and he was arrested. We don't have further information right now about the suspect or his identity because this investigation is ongoing. There are still many unanswered questions this morning, like the suspect's identity and the charges they will face. Trooper Pelletier was also a K-9 officer. His dog, Rosso, was in the cruiser but is okay. Now, this is really heartbreaking for the entire state. Connecticut State Police do want to remind people that if you are driving on the highway or on local roads and you see that there is an accident going on or someone pulled over, that you slow down and that you move over. Now, Trooper Pelletier is remembered as a dedicated and compassionate member of Connecticut State Police, and unfortunately, he was the 26th member of Connecticut State Police to have died in the line of duty. We're live this morning in Middletown. Olivia Schuler, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks, Olivia. We are also learning more about Trooper Pelletier's commitment to the job and, of course, the family he leaves behind. And as you heard Olivia say, Trooper Pelletier is the 26th state police trooper to be killed in the line of duty. Channel
3's Bryant Reed has learned though his job was a major part of his life, his family was just as important.
We're learning Trooper First Class Aaron Pelletier was more than the badge that he wore every day. It was what he loved to do, but now we know that he was also a family man and a role model to everyone. It started in 2015. Trooper First Class Aaron Pelletier, then a graduating member of the 125th Training Troop. TFC Pelletier would go on to be a 9-year veteran, his most recent 3 years as a K-9 officer with K-9 Rosso. And while his status as a trooper to protect and serve is commendable.
He has an infectious smile. He's always smiling. He was, I always looked at him. He always looked so young to me, and he always put a smile on your face when you saw him.
It's the man who makes the badge, and Pelletier's brothers and sisters in blue say he was one of the best.
He gave 9 years to this job. He was a dedicated and compassionate professional. He was a role model to younger troopers, and he set a high standard for them to follow.
A Southington High School graduate and football player, a husband and father of 2 to a young family, a role model, traits every trooper, every person aspires to imbue, and a description that proves even more true after seeing a miles-long procession of state troopers down I-84 following his death, while the same people he vowed to protect and serve look on.
I can tell you that, yes, there's much that we give up in this career, but we never want a trooper to make the ultimate sacrifice.
Now, as he is no longer here to lead by example, friends and colleagues will look to his memory and legacy left behind to keep him with them moving forward. It's been a tragic 24 hours for law enforcement and everyone around the state, for that matter. Meanwhile, Governor Ned Lamont says that flags will remain at half staff for the time being. In Farmington, Brian Reed, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Our team coverage of Trooper Aaron Pelletier's tragic death in the line of duty will continue right here on air and on the WFSB app. And we're going to have some new developments about the suspect in the case who has been detained by state police. That's ahead on Channel 3 Eyewitness News coming up at noon.
Our other top